Well, this weekend, the Roxbury International Film Festival is back in person for its 24th year. It's the largest festival in New England that celebrates people of color and showcases independent films by diverse and underrepresented filmmakers. Joining us now to talk about some of the films getting the biggest buzz is artistic and executive director Lisa Simmons. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Tell us about the festival and some of the most popular and anticipated screenings.
Oh my goodness. Thank you first. Thank you so much for having me. We opened on the 23rd. We close on the July 2nd, and we were doing a hybrid festival this year, so in person and online. I can't ever say what the best thing to do and what the best thing to see. There are so many incredible films and incredible filmmakers. We're really excited that we are really showcasing a lot of local filmmakers this year, and that's really, really important for us. And we have a bunch of really incredible documentaries. And one of the things is for Rox Film is you're really always going to come in and learn something, be impacted by something, be entertained. And they're stories that you're never going to see anywhere else. So we are really excited to once again, 24 years we've been doing this, bring these stories to life. What is the mission of the festival? Tell us about that. Well, the mission really is to support and celebrate people of color around the world. And, if you're a filmmaker, it's not that you have to be a filmmaker of color, but what we're really trying to do is unearth these stories that we've never seen before. Through documentary, through narrative, for giving, people of color the opportunity to really be seen in a different light. What do you hope, we're seeing the images of some of the films and documentaries right now on the screen. What do you hope audiences take away from these films after attending the festival? I think really to take away, it's really about learning something new, unearthing something that you've never understood before. Our opening night film, Mahalia Jackson, which is now going to also repeat online so people will get a chance to see that, to understand the importance that Mahalia Jackson had on Dr. King's life. And that was sort of only on the peripheral. This film really talks about how she really was his spiritual advisor. So there are those types of things that these filmmakers dig deeper than the surface to bring out information and conversations about things that people might not know about. Certainly a lot to learn. Also, another note, and you kind of touched on this a moment ago, the festival is still running in a hybrid format. How does that work? Yes. It's still really important that we make sure that people that don't feel safe coming into spaces, because we're not done with COVID, that we curated a really specific program for those folks. There are a lot of them might be our regulars, and we wanted to make sure that they were having that same experience, or anyone having that same experience. People are still sort of on the fence about going inside and going into theaters, and we want to make sure that they get the opportunity to see some amazing films as well. It's good that there's still that option there. Lisa Simmons, the director of the Roxbury International Film Festival, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great weekend. The festival runs in person through Wednesday. We have all of the information on the WCVB app under entertainment right now.